Hello, and welcome to the Daily Try, the daily podcast that supports you on your fertility journey. Today, my name's Lara, by the way, and today I'm going to talk about rest, which might be a bit of an odd topic, but I think it's something that we can all be bad at doing. And because today is Sunday, I feel like Sunday can sometimes feel like a strange in-between day. You're kind of, the week hasn't started yet, but your mind has started because you're already thinking about what appointments have I got? What do I need to do for this week? Do I need to get more tests? When am I ovulating? Do I need to schedule in sex? Do I have enough medication? All these things that are running through your heads. And so it's not really a break. It's kind of just a bit of a crazy day. And so today I thought, let's talk about rest and why it can almost feel a bit rebellious when you're trying to conceive. Because I feel like on this journey, there's always pressure to do something. We've got to research and see what's happening. Are you eating the latest superfood? Are you exercising enough? Are you doing enough of this or enough of that? Are your supplements right? What else can you be doing to make things more optimal to hopefully get you pregnant? And sometimes rest can feel like not necessarily giving up, but something that you don't have time for, that you can't afford to do, that you need to be optimizing every second to make sure that you're actually going to get pregnant. And so, but I want to say that I know I've learned a lot along the way that rest is really important part of living, being alive, because if you don't rest and recuperate, then you can't push forward when it does get really hard. And I know that one of the things I do for myself running Hoopsie is that I always say Saturdays is a day off. It's a day when I don't do any work unless I want to, but I don't have to. I say to myself, I don't feel like I have to do anything. If I choose to, that's fine, but I don't have to. And I think this is sometimes giving yourself permission not to do anything is just as important. And whether you choose to spend that time reading a book, which is what I did yesterday, or catching up with someone for lunch, which is also what I did yesterday, or going for a swim or a walk, or even just watching TV, then that's up to you. But sometimes it's all gets to be so much to do, to remember, and your body gets tired, not just physically, but mentally. And you need to take a bit of time out for yourself to make sure that you are on top of everything else. And also, I think you need to remind yourself that you are still a person outside of your fertility journey. It's really easy to forget that what you're doing is not just you. And sometimes you can get so caught up in the fact that all I am is someone who's trying to get pregnant, and you forget that no, there's other things to life. There's other things I enjoy doing and that I want to do and who I am. And it's really easy to forget that when you're so consumed by it. And I don't mean consumed in a bad way, but it's just, it's really hard. It's all you want. And so of course you're going to do everything you can to make sure that happens. And, can be really difficult. So I think that I know for myself that resting and taking some time out is a really important part of me making sure that I am the best version of myself I can be. And so that's what I want you to do today, is do one restful thing without feeling guilty, not because it will necessarily change the outcome, although it might, but also because you deserve to have moments which are not just about trying. But one of the things that I've learned through doing my snail mail actually is that if you are more relaxed when you conceive, then it does actually help the baby as well when it does come, in terms of their health. So, and that's part of the reason that I started my fertility snail mail monthly letter club, is because I wanted to support women on their journey and help them feel more relaxed. And I know how hectic things can be when you're going through this whole process, and there's all this online stuff that's just can consume you. And so another reason to take the rest is because when you do get pregnant, it will actually give you and the baby a better outcome. So learning to take a break is a really important part, I think, of getting older. And I feel like we don't always get taught that often it's all about just keep going, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, blah, blah, blah. And there's not really, no one says actually, you do need to be kind to yourself and take some time out. And I know for myself, if I'm really tired, then if I watch some trash on TV, just some drama, then I actually feel much more energized afterwards. And it does help you, that relaxation and just giving your brain some downtime and having some way to take your mind off things can really help. So there's some great dramas on TV. So if you are looking for something to watch, there's some good comedies that you can. I watched a movie actually the other day. It was called Deep Cover, I think. Deep Undercover, I think, and it was about 3 stand-up comedians who go undercover for the police. It was pretty funny. So just doing something like that can be a really good way to take your mind off it, give you a break, give you a rest, so that when you finish or when you wake up the next day, you feel much more relaxed and rejuvenated and ready to get back out there. So I hope today you have a wonderful day. Here is a massive hug, and I will be back tomorrow cheering you on. Bye.